What's up? This is Rapids. And so, does the Diddy charges explain why Mase wanted to leave the label so bad and what went wrong with a lot of the artists that wanted to leave, like the Locks and others as well? Is this why they left? Because they had inside information about these Diddy parties and they didn't want no parts of it. Mase even became a preacher after that. So maybe it was just too much for some of these artists with the whole Diddy party thing. Maybe he made it mandatory for his artists to be there. Maybe they saw some things where they didn't want no parts of it after that. And, we saw how Diddy made them sign NDAs, so they weren't supposed to disclose anything about those parties. Legally, they would be subjected to some type of lawsuits or whatever if they ever spoke on what they saw with these parties. So it looks like that's what's coming out, where a lot of these celebrities that attended these parties were sworn to silence. So yeah, this might be the reason why Mase left and the Locks left. Maybe they just, they couldn't be have anything to do with these parties. They probably didn't want anything to do with them and they left the label off of that. But also, one of the things that Diddy's trying to do to get out of this case is he wants to get the government on a technicality where he's trying to hopefully say that, well, what he's trying to hope for is to prove that they leaked that Cassie video. So that Cassie video really turned a lot of people's opinions against Diddy when they saw that video with him putting hands on her. But Diddy's hoping to use that to his advantage now. He wants to see if he can use that video to actually prove that the prosecutors leaked that to the media. And he's saying, well, if you did that, that would be something where hopefully he can get a loophole to say, well, you got to throw the case out because we found something that you did that you weren't supposed to do. So the prosecutors have been denying that they leaked that video, but if he can prove otherwise and prove that they lied and actually did leak it, well, that could almost possibly get this whole case thrown out. I mean, I've seen stuff like that happen before where, you find, that's basically what happened with the OJ trial, where one of the people involved in prosecuting that trial was so corrupt and Johnny Cochran was able to expose so much corruption that was happening in that trial that, it didn't reflect good on the case. And he was able to beat that case based on the behavior of the people involved with a lot of racial remarks and, stuff like that, where it wasn't a good look for the prosecution anymore because it shows that they were biased. You didn't get due process. You had corruption going on. And if you can prove that stuff, that can actually affect the case. Sometimes it can get thrown out, or if it goes to trial, the jury, once they start seeing how corrupt the people were involved in prosecuting the case were, that can be beneficial to the defendant. So this looks like to be the technique that Diddy is attempting to use with his case. Is he's trying to, continue to insist that the prosecutors leak that video to the media. And as they continue to deny it, if he can prove them to have lied about that, that is going to probably be something to where, he might be able to get off on a technicality possibly. But, what I'm saying, as far as my opinion about everything, I have no opinion I want to share right now about all this. I mean, you got the Dirk thing going on. You got the Diddy thing going on. So at this point, I'm just kind of observing everything. I guess you can say it does look like Diddy, probably thought that some of the things he was doing wasn't illegal. He probably thought, or maybe he didn't think it was that big of a deal or something, Maybe he did do some of those things. Maybe he didn't. At this point, it's kind of hard to say for sure if he's just being targeted or if he actually did these things. But I guess we'll see it as the story continues to develop. We saw Young Thug was able to beat his charges. So when it comes to Diddy, we'll have to see how this plays out. You know, everybody deserves their chance to go before the system and, you know, have your day in court. So let me know what you think about the whole Diddy thing, though. Do you think he's guilty or not? Leave your comment in the comment section if you think he's guilty or innocent. And make sure you follow Rap Hits on all social media sites. And let's get 100 likes on this video. All right, I'm out.